That's what's making news at this hour. I'm Christy Lee. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Very special guest, the Hooters, coming up with some live music later on this morning at WFBQ WNDE Indianapolis. Time for the Georgia Satellites on Q95.
Normally, this is where a chick would walk through the door and do his proper greetings, but
thank
no.
God. Thank God he's not here today. What a relief.
Hey.
I'm over here in the newsroom arguing with Christy. Good morning.
You're probably 5 yards from me. Why can't you move your ass in here?
Why should he? I prefer the glass between us.
Yeah, good point.
Love it when you talk rough, Bob.
Christy's wearing her hippie chick outfit today. Is it because the Grateful Dead tickets go on sale on Saturday?
Are you a hippie chick? Yeah. She's a hippie chick.
Christy, my Aunt Margie has a couch with that exact same pattern on it.
Yeah. And the drapes match.
And the drapes match, yeah. Nice kind of a hinted cleavage.
Yeah, just a suggestion of cleavage.
Kind of a little dip suggesting the forthcoming valley of cleavage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't reach down like that, Christy.
The valley of cleavage.
I didn't need to know that. You have a black bra on? I didn't want to know that.
Excuse me.
Wait.
Hello.
I did.
You're a genius, chick. 6:05. Probably wondering what all that clicking was going on. It's just chick hanging up the phone.
Like I invented delay. Okay. Well, good morning.
Morning.
The sun is up, dudes.
What?
Got a lot to do today. We got some great guests coming in. James Lee Reeves, a.k.a. Milo Tremblay, Kick-Ass USA, will be our guest coming up later on this morning. Also, the Hooters are going to be stopping by.
The Hooters. Are they in town? They must be.
They're here.
They're here, my God.
They must be.
We'll talk to the guys in the Hooters and hope they play a tune for us when they come in. Sunny this morning, partly cloudy this afternoon. A slight chance of afternoon rain. Cool today. Highs in the low 60s. Currently a bracing
42. I believe we also have a cosmetic treat for Christy and Pat today.
That's right. We have a young lady coming in this morning.
Yes.
Who is going to paint checkered flag on one of Christy's nails.
Wow.
It's really cool.
Yeah, we saw it last week. Tom and I were bar hopping.
Sure.
And we met this young lady and noticed that her little finger had a checkered flag on it.
She's a professional,
nail artist, probably.
They
have some sort of euphemism for that, I would imagine.
I don't know, is that a form of cosmetology? I'm not sure. In any event, she's going to come in and she's going to paint a checkered flag on Christy's nail, which I think will be very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Get her in the spirit of racing.
I agree.
As for our weather forecast, tonight a slight chance of showers, lows in the lower 40s, and then for Thursday, mostly sunny, very cool. Highs in the low to mid 60s again. So, a cool yet sunny day today for the most part. Tonight, Bob and I will be at another album signing party for our album Bob and Tom Laugh in the Fast Lane, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock at Union Station's Original Sports Bar. Plus, every hour we'll be drawing winners for race tickets from the convenience stores of Speedway. If you happen to stop down at the Union Station's Original Sports Bar, we'll be there. And here's something really neat.
Yeah.
The good folks from Mailboxes, etc. will be there. And they will mail any stuff you buy for $2.95.
Very smart.
So if you have a brother in Peoria who you always send the album to, we'll come on down, we'll sign it for him.
And then you can mail it right there on the spot.
And then just give them the address and they'll pack it up and ship it out.
Great idea.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, because when we do these signing parties, typically, I'd say more than half the people are buying something for someone else and they want to, someone who's made the mistake of moving away from here. And, it's always, well, I've got a brother, he moved to Florida. He misses us and he misses you guys and he's unemployed now and he'd like a laugh. So that's the standard thing.
Yeah.
Or, we have a brother in the Army. He's stationed in Antarctica. And
all he has is a CD player.
Yeah. And they always go, but hey, it's warm there now.
Sure
It's
it is.
probably in the 40s today.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Anyway, if you want to come by, we have posters, T-shirts. What else do we have? Cassettes, CDs. It's all the
Pennants.
Bob and Tom charity album annual spring event, and this one benefits. Let's see, it's the
Annual spring event.
It
Sounds like a fashion show.
it's a benefit for the Indiana Children's Wish Fund, the Jan Opperman Fund, and the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Sometimes I even forget. So join us, won't you? Well, what else is going on? Big news yesterday.
Bob Hill, gone, fired. Don't let the door hit you in the behind. Yes, out of here.
Now, I was wondering, apparently he gets paid for the next year.
For another year.
Yeah, but he had 2 or 3 years left on his contract. But apparently if they fired him before July 1st, they didn't have to pay him the remainder of that contract, just another year. So
now, will he be retained as a consultant or anything? Since they
he'll probably find a gig someplace else.
Mm-mm.
Since they're paying him.
No.
You'd think they'd say, well, here's an office, and you can use your expertise to help us with another aspect of the team. That's not what they're
Here's an
do.
office. Just stay out
I'd
of the way.
imagine Bob will
I don't
probably
think so.
enjoy a nice vacation and then get on the horn and find himself a gig.
Now, there was a piece in USA Today earlier this year about the best-dressed men in the NBA.
Yeah, he has a very... This is one of the better...
Bob Hill was listed as a sleeper, meaning watch out for him.
There's a picture. Is it on the front page of the Star? There?
I wouldn't know. I don't have a Star.
That is the best firing picture. I think Mark will back me up on this. The best dressed firing picture I've ever seen.
I was watching Mark last night on Channel 8 Sports, and Mark had... You were at Bob Hill's house, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very Miami Vice. If you're going to get fired, I think the silk T-shirt, the silk jacket, the shades on during the interview. A very Miami Vice way to go.
Pet alligator was unbelievable.
Wasn't it? Yeah, little Elvis the alligator.
Could he not? Did he really? Obviously, he was pretty much prepared for this and knew it was going to happen. No,
he said he.
Yes and no. I mean,
he didn't have a feel either way.
I mean, I had talked to him Sunday night, and he didn't know either way then. And I mean, Donnie told him at that point he honestly didn't know, but knowing what I know now, Pacers have big plans. I mean, they're ready to shell out some bucks. And the Rick Pitino thing is for real and is not dead.
Is that right?
Yeah. And the fact that USA Today says Pitino called a press conference yesterday and said that he's not interested in the Pacers or any other NBA job almost sews it up.
I was going to say that's Pitino's MO.
Yeah.
That's next to calling the movers on the list.
Yeah.
Deny rumor, call movers, get packed.
Well, then the next question is, how much effect will a new coach have on a team?
Well, in Pitino's case, he puts his trademark on there very quickly. I mean, his thumbprint immediately shows up. In Kentucky, it took no time. With the Knicks, it took no time.
Put bottoms in the seats.
For that, Providence, no time. And ironically, who do you think replaced Bob Hill with the Knicks?
Rick Pitino.
Rick Pitino. So, although I'd say it's not a good shot right now, because Pitino does, in fact, own the state of Kentucky. And I don't think he would ever do that in Indiana with Bob Knight here. There is a legitimate shot that he's going to come here. But, two, if Pitino doesn't come here, you're still going to see a big name, I think. You're not going to see, from what I've been told, you're not going to see some obscure assistant show up. And
Lyman from Philadelphia.
I don't think that's...
Who's out there?
Well, Lenny Wilkins will probably be out there, but I still don't even think he's big enough. I think you're talking...
Red Auerbach.
Larry Bird.
No.
Rick Pitino.
Isn't Larry Bird...
Roy Williams.
Larry Bird's not going to put a uniform on, and the last time I checked, he was a very famous player with no coaching experience.
So, too, Quinn Buckner, Sidney Lowe. I mean, that's the M.O. in the...
John Lucas.
Yeah, that's the new M.O. of coaches in the NBA, and Lucas has shown that to be pretty effective.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with hiring somebody like Larry Bird, coaches are hired to be fired, so how do you get rid of a Larry Bird if he turns out to be Bill Russell?
Yeah.
Great player, incredible championship leader, horrible coach. What do you do? And you can't ever get rid of him. But, and Bird has said that he's interested.
He is.
So...
Well.
Sell some tickets for a while.
So now is Donnie gone too?
No, I think he's going to be around now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that...
Even if Pitino gets the job?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, Donnie's like president officially, right?
Donnie's president and general manager.
Okay.
So...
He would just give Pitino the general manager.
I think that if Pitino were given enough money, he doesn't care what his says on his card.
Now, does this suggest that the Simons intend to hang on to the Pacers?
I would say yes, no doubt.
And they're not going to put them on the block.
I think the Simons are to the point where they're saying, we're going to get the 14th pick in the draft. We're going to pay this player $4 million over the life of a contract, and he's not going to have any effect on the team. Look at Malik Sealy. The money he got, relative same place in the draft, and hasn't changed the team. The year before that, Dale Davis. Both fine players, but neither have turned the franchise around, and you're talking about investments of $4 to $6 million. So why not pay someone like Rick Pitino, Larry Bird, dare I say it, a Bob Knight, big bucks to come and coach the Pacers and certainly have an effect at the box office and probably have an effect on what they do on the floor.
You're not suggesting that Bob Knight will ever leave.
That would be...
How would wouldn't it be? What would Indiana fans do? Would they chastise the Pacers for stealing their man?
I can't imagine.
Or would
any
they
circumstance
immediately
under which
become more Pacer fans?
Hard to say.
I don't think it would work.
He said he never wanted to coach in the big ranks. He doesn't get the respect he does from his...
No. I mean, even at the college level, he goes after guys that he believes will fit the Indiana program. Interesting question, though. If
That it is.
Why would he want to do that? He's got a good thing
We'll ponder. We have to take a break. We'll come right back at 6:15.
Come to the